Have you ever found yourself in a lecture or in a classroom and the professor or the facilitator is talking and they're covering all kinds of different material and you find yourself doing your most involuntary William Shatner impersonation? What do I need to know? Hello and welcome back. My name is Derrick Christopher Campos and this is The Better Way. If you've ever been bombarded with a lot of information in a training classroom or a lecture, inevitably there's always somebody in the back of the classroom that will raise their hand slowly and ask, is this going to be on the test? As a sales trainer or a facilitator or even a Sunday school teacher, it's important to keep the learner's perspective always on the back of your mind. Now, I've been giving presentations, demonstrations, teaching, training for the better part of 20 years now, so many moons. And during that time, I've developed 3 simple rules that I always use when preparing a message to be delivered. These 3 rules have proved very effective for me delivering any message to any audience, all while keeping the learner's perspective in the back of my mind. So let's just jump into it. So here are Derrick's 3 rules of effective communication. If you follow these 3 rules, any form of communication or presentation will be effective. First and foremost, your message has to be engaging. You have to grab them at the beginning with something they're not expecting. It's like a hook when you're going fishing. You want to hook them in the mouth and not let go. Get them interested with something interesting. Second, your message has to be meaningful. There has to be something of value that the audience wants or needs, because if it's meaningful to them, they're going to want to listen. Last but not least, your message has to be applicable. Your message has to be designed and delivered in a way that it's applicable to the audience. If they were to walk out within the hour, it's something they could use. The sooner that they can use that knowledge or the message that you're delivering, the more it'll stay in their mind, mostly. So those are Derrick's 3 rules of effective communication. Your message has to be engaging, it has to be meaningful, and it has to be applicable. And over the course of the next few videos, we're going to talk about each one of these in detail. Not necessarily detail, but we'll get there bit by bit. But I will be referencing these as the videos progress, because I truly believe that if you apply these 3 rules, you will have effective communication. It's worked for me, and I think I've done pretty good so far. I've also found that by using these 3 rules, whenever somebody asks, is this going to be on the test? I can answer with confidence and say, it's all going to be on the test. So that brings us to this week's The Better Way Challenge. In the comment section below, just leave a comment or suggestion about these 3 rules or some of the techniques you do yourself to make sure that your content is on the test. Once again, my name is Derrick Christopher Campos, reminding you that there's always a better way. Thanks for following, and we'll see you next week.